Hello, hello everyone. I'm Vijay, your English teacher. Today in this class, we will discuss a very important topic: direct and indirect speech. So, first of all, before going further, we have to know about the types of speech. Students, there are two types of speech. One is direct speech and second one is indirect speech. Before going further, we must know about the difference of the direct speech and the indirect speech. So the difference between the direct speech and indirect speech is that, suppose that someone has said something to you and you have to express the same thing to another person. So there are two ways to express the saying of anyone to anyone. So first is direct and second one is direct. Direct, when you express the same sentence as it is in front of any person, that is called direct speech. Means to say that in direct speech, there is no need to change the person. There is no need to put the conjunction. The same wording you have to express to any in front of any another person as it is. जैसी वो है ऐसे ही आपने उसके सामने same wording जो है वो express करनी है. In indirect way, when we change the person, when we change the tense, and we express this thing to any other person, that is called indirect speech. Now, direct speech. Each of direct speech has two parts. Students, this is the base of the narration. If you don't want to put any mistake while doing narrations or reported speech, you must know about these things. So each of direct speech has two parts. First is reporting verb and second one is reported speech. So there are two types of direct speech. First is reporting verb and second one is reported speech. Before going further, we will try to know what is reporting verb and what is reported speech through an example. So the example is like he said to me, comma in between comma start, will you help me, sign of interrogation and inverted comma close. So that is direct speech. In this example, we will try to find out where the reporting verb is and where the reported speech is. Finally, when we will try to find out these things, we will get four things in this sentence. First, we will get the subject, because in the part of the reporting verb, in this part, there is a speaker, that is the speaker, and there is a listener also. So that is the listener. The speaker is also the subject and the listener is also the object. The remaining part would be the reporting verb. Okay? First, the person who is speaking, that is called subject, and the person who is listening, that is called object, and the remaining part of the sentence is called reporting verb. I have told about the reporting verb to you because it's very important while doing the narrations, while doing the reported speech. Because when you are going to do the narration, first of all, you have to see the reporting verb. You have to see the tense of the reporting verb. If the tense of the reporting verb is in present tense or in future tense, then we will not change the tense of the reported speech. Means to say that reporting verb is very important. It tells us whether we have to change the tense in the reported speech or not. So, in this tense, we got subject, then object, then reporting verb, and the sentence which is in the inverted commas. It is called reported speech. So there are four things. First, you must know about the subject. Second, you must know about the object. Third, you must know about the reporting verb. Then, what is the reported speech? About the reported speech, students, I just want to tell you that कि जो reported speech है, it can come in the last of the sentence also. It can come in the mid of the sentence also. It can come in the starting of the sentence also. But how you will recognize it? It always will be in the inverted commas. So the sentence which is in the inverted commas, that is called reported speech. So before doing the narration, you must know about these four things. Now let us proceed after doing this. Students, when you do the narrations, you commit certain mistakes. Sometimes when we check the papers, we think that we have told the students about the rules, structures, each and everything has been told, is told to you in the class. Then the students commit the mistakes. What is the reason behind this? So when I try to find out the mistake or the error, I found that we have to make the narration in a particular way. That's why I have made a formula, that is RCPT. So students, remember, whenever you are going to do the narration, just write down RCPT in your notebooks before doing the narrations for 5 or 7 days. Then you will become habitual to do this. R means reporting verb. C means conjunction. P means person, and T means tense. So what does this rule tell us? ये रूल हमें क्या बताता है कि whenever you are going to do the narration, first of all you have to put the reporting verb. You have to make your reported speech in a particular sequence. There is no need to break the sequence. First of all, when you are going to do the narration, first of all, remember students, I repeat again, first of all, you have to put the reporting verb, then you have to put the conjunction, then you have to change the person, then you have to change the tense. What we do when we commit mistakes, we change the tense before the person. हम क्या करते हैं कि एक बार person को tense से पहले change करते हैं. So, according to this rule, first of all you have to change the reporting verb, then you have to conjunction, then you have to change the person, then you have to change the tenses. And in the same way, we will discuss about our rules. First is reporting verb. Reporting verb. First is reporting verb and conjunction. So, if there is say to will change, if there is साइन ऑफ इंटेरोगेशन, अगर आपकी रिपोर्टेड स्पीच में इफ देयर इज साइन ऑफ इंटेरोगेशन, इफ योर स्पीच, इफ योर रिपोर्टेड स्पीच is in interrogation, it is interrogative, then say to will change into ask, says to will change into asks, said to will change into ask, and ask will change into ask, means to say that it will remain same. Then with this you have to put the conjunction also. So first in the interrogative sentences, students, we use if conjunction. It is if in interrogative sentences, when we are going to do the narrations, we put if conjunction in the interrogative sentences. Then there is a WH family also, means to say that when you have to make a narration, you can use two conjunctions. You have to use one only. Either you can use if or you can use WH family. WH family means to say that what, when, where, where, which, who, whom, whose, and how. There are 9 words which come in the WH family. So in the interrogative sentences, we can use conjunction if or WH family. But you have to remember that, students, you have to use only one conjunction. Either you have to use if or you have to use WH family. You will have to use WH family when it is given in the reported speech already. If WH family is already in the reported speech, or in other words, we can say that if your reported speech starts with the WH family, then you have to use the same word as a conjunction. Then there is no need to put the conjunction if. But when your reported speech doesn't start with the WH family, then you will have to use if as a conjunction. Okay, it is clear to you. If the reported speech is in interrogation, then say to will change into ask, says to will change into asks, said to will change into ask, and ask will remain same. Then you have to put conjunction if or WH family. WH family will be used when it is given. Either you have to use if. Okay, let us go to the next. Now, students, according to the RCPT, we have discussed reporting verb. We have discussed conjunction in the interrogative sentences also, or interrogative sentences only. But when in the reported speech, if there is no sign of interrogation, means to say that if the reported speech, when the reported speech is not in the interrogation, is not interrogative, then as a reporting verb, say to will change into tell, says to will change into tells, said to will change into told, said will remain same. Okay, then as a conjunction we use that. Okay, Let me clear it again. Your reported speech is simple. It is not interrogative. It is not in the interrogation. Then said to will change into tell. Says to will change into tells. And said to will change into told. And said will remain same. And in these types of sentences, students, we use conjunction that. So till there we have discussed reporting verb and conjunctions. Okay. Now we come to the persons. So students, our next point is how to change the person. How to change the person. So there are three types of person in English. First is first person, then we have second person, then we have third person. In first person we have I, we, us, me, my, mine, and in second person we have you, your, and yours, and in third person we have he, she, his, him, her, they, them, their, and noun also. Students, noun also come and the third person, the name of a person, the name of a thing, and the name of a place come in the third person. So first person, second person, third person. Then we have a rule. We have a formula, we have a rule to change the person in the reported speech. I'm going to write it down on the board. Please note it. We have a rule, son, to change the person. How we have to change the person? We have to change the person according to a rule. It is son. We will write it like this: S-O-N. S means subject. O means object. M means no change. Then we will also write down our persons here in the same continuity: first person, second person, and third person. So what does the rule tell us? This rule tells us that first person will change into the subject who is speaking. That's why in the starting I have told you about the subject and the object. So the first person, I, we, me, my, us, our, they will change into the subject who is speaking. And the second person, you, your, yours, will change into the object. And the third person, he, she, it, they, them, their, they will never change. They will always remain same. I will also tell you by an example how we have to change the person. Say it please. Like he said to me, will you go with me at his house? So this is an example. In this example, I have used all the three persons. That is the second person, that is first person, and that is third person. Now we will see how we have to change the person and the reported speech according to the rule son. So he Set to will change into asked as there is sign of interrogation. I have already told about it to you. He asked me. Now we have to connect all these sentences. That's why I have to use a conjunction. So I have told you that in interrogative sentences we have to use conjunction if or WH family. Either we have to use if or we have to use WH family. So WH family will be used when the reporter's speech starts with the WH words, but there is no WH family. That's why I will use conjunction if. Okay, then we have to change the person. So that is the second person, and according to the rule, first, second, third. First will change into the subject, second person will change into the object. So you will change into me. Okay? You is the second person, and according to the rules, second person will change into the object who is listening. So you will change into me, it will become I. Then I will change into would, go, will. Again, we have a person, that is first person. And the first person, according to the rule, will change into subject. So me will change into subject is he. So me will change into he. I would go with, it will become him. When we change me into he, it will become him. Again, now again we have third person. So I told you that we don't change the third person. That's why it will remain same, his house. One thing more. When you are going to change direct into indirect, then there is no need to put any sign of the punctuation instead of the full stop. Neither you have to use the sign of interrogation or any other mark of punctuation. There is no need to put it, just you have to put the full stop when you change direct into indirect. So now we have discussed reporting verb, conjunctions, and how we have to change the person. Now in the last we will discuss how we have to change the tenses. So let us see it. How to change the tenses. So in reporter's speech, first of all, as I told you in the starting of the narration, I have told you about the reporting verb. So I have also told you that when our reporting verb is in present tense or in future tense, then we will not change the tense of the reported speech. अगर हमारी रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब प्रेजेंट टेंस में है या फ्यूचर टेंस में है, then we will not change the tense of the reported speech. We will change the tense of the reported speech only when the reporting verb would be in the past tense only. Okay, then you have to change the tenses. So when your reporting verb is in past tense, then you have to change the tenses according to this table. If there is first form or first form plus s or es, it will change into the second form of the verb. If there is to or does plus first form and also the sign of interrogation, then the first form will change into the second form. If there is do, don't or does not plus first form of the verb, it will change into did not and the first form will remain same, as it is the rule of the grammar that with don't, does not or did not, do, does or did, we use the first form of the verb only. Then if there is and are, it will change into was, were. If there is has, have, it will change into had. If there is second form of the verb, it will change into had plus v3. If there is did not plus v1, it will change into had not plus v3. Next, if there is was, were, it will change into had, be. And if when there is only had, it will remain same. We will not change it. It will remain same, had. And will plus first form of the verb will change into would plus first form of the verb. Can plus first form of the verb will change into put plus first form of the verb. We are not going to change the first form of the verb into the second form of the verb, as I already told you, because these are the models. And with the will is also model, would is also model, can is also model, could is also model. So with the model we use the first form of the verb only. That's why we don't change the first form of the verb and the second form of the verb. If there is shall, it would change into should, and the form will remain same. If there is may plus v1, it will change, may will change into might, and the first form of the verb will remain same. So we have in the how to change tense, we have discussed about 13 rules, but if we want to make them summarize, so what we are doing in 13 rules, we are just doing that. We can conclude it that whenever we change the tense, always see that or always observe that you will find that always you are changing the first form of the verb into the second form only, and second form of the verb into the had plus third form of the verb only. That is the brief description of the changes of the tenses. In each and every tense, what we do, students listen it very carefully. How to change the tenses and this category. I have written about 13 rules. First form will change into second form, do, does will change into did. So what we are doing from the beginning till the last in the changes of the sentences, we are doing that we are changing the first form of the verb into the second form only, and second form of the verb will change into the had plus third form only. So these changes are only one-sided. From first form, we will change the first form into second form, but we cannot change second form into the first form. Second form will change into the had plus v3. So let me conclude it. Let me clear to it that when you are going to change the tenses, means to say that in brief, just you have to do that you have to change the first form of the verb, the second form only, and the second form of the verb will change into the had plus of the v3 only. Let us take an example. Was were is the second form of the be. So it is the second form. So according to the rule, second form will change into had plus v3. So was were will change into the had plus v3. So we have done second form had plus v3. Again, will is the first form, and first form will change into the second form. So will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might. So if we summarize all the rules of the tenses, we will find that you are just changing first form of the verb into the second form and second form of the verb into the address of the V3. So this is according to the RCPT of the rules of the narrations. Then there are some other rules also. Some other changes like this will change into that, these will change into those, here will change into there, now will change into then, today will change into that day, tonight will change into that night, tomorrow will change into the next day, yesterday will change into the previous day, the last will also change into the previous day or week. So these are the rules of the narrations. Students, if we will go through carefully by these rules, definitely the problem of the narrations will never be come in front of you, and you will also be able to change the direct into indirect without having any problem. So these are the narrations. We will discuss the next topic in our next class. So stay home and stay blessed. Very good day to all of you.